What's going on, guys? Shane here. Today I'm going to share with you a couple of different muscle endurance exercises. And I especially want to talk about this today after watching the Tyron Woodley and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson fight. We all thought Wonderboy was done after he got dropped and caught in that tight guillotine choke. However, after about 10 to 15 seconds, Joe Rogan and a ton of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners both said that Tyron's arms are going to be gassed. It takes a lot of energy to squeeze with all of your might for that long of a time. Sure enough, in the next round, he looked tired and he wasn't throwing as many punches. So, as athletes, as fighters, we constantly talk about power and speed and timing. Let's talk about muscle endurance today. Okay, so generally speaking, with muscle endurance exercises, you're going to go 12 reps or higher, or 30 seconds non-stop, and you want your rest to be short, so about 30 seconds, because we don't want our muscles to recover, we want them to stay fatigued. First exercise is going to emulate the movement of the guillotine choke. And with a lot of weighted exercises, as fighters and as athletes, I like to keep it asymmetrical, right? I like working just one arm or just one leg at a time. It works core stability. And remember that the only sport that's symmetrical is rowing, where we're doing the same thing on each side, right? Boxing is different from my left to my right. Hockey, soccer, whatever, it's going to be different, okay? So one dumbbell, I have a 20-pound here. Muscle endurance, you're going to have light weight. And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to come in with a curl. I'm going to go down and out for a row. Okay, down, up, down, back, down, up, down, back. And again, we can go 30 seconds non-stop. We can go 12 reps. We can go 20 reps. You really do want to feel this in your bicep, in your forearm, and in your lat back here. These are the muscles that you're going to be working when you have that guillotine choke. If you just do that right now, you'll feel all of them being worked. Once I hit 20 reps or so, switch sides, go to the other side, no rest yet. Boom, down, curl, down, back, down, up. And you can probably go higher than 20 pounds or lighter. Just remember, you don't want to sacrifice form, and you are doing high reps, so you're probably not going to feel it in the first 8 to 10. It's the ones after that that count, okay? Next up, we're going to target the shoulders. We're going to do some weighted shadow boxing. A lot of people have the misconception that this is for speed in your punches. Just remember, gravity pushes down. And when I have these weights in my hand, gravity isn't pushing towards me, where the punch, the opposite direction of the punch, it's pushing down. So I'm using my delts, my shoulders, to keep my arms straight. So it's a great exercise for building up shoulder endurance so that I can keep my hands up in a fight and keep my punches straight so that I'm not looping them like this, okay? So what I recommend doing, 30 seconds of shadow boxing, and you can just stay in one spot and go non-stop, left, right, left, right, left, right. Or you can make it more realistic, work your movement, work your footwork, work your strategies, right? Boom, 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 defense, blocks, slips, counters. You can work your kicks and everything else. As soon as you're done 30 seconds or a minute of that, you can keep the same weight, or you can go a little bit higher. I have 10s here, and I'm just gonna go 30 seconds lateral raise, static hold, no movement here. After 30 seconds are done, I'm gonna go 30 seconds straight, forward raise, non-stop. Really targets the delts, the shoulders, and you're gonna feel that burn, all right? Next up, we're gonna hit the legs. We're gonna keep the 10s. Like I said, you can go higher, you can go lower. We're gonna do squats into hoppers, okay? So, leg endurance for footwork, to be able to duck and get underneath of punches, to shoot in for that penetration shot if you're a wrestler. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just regular squats. We're gonna go speed squats, so a little bit faster, and we're gonna bust out 20 real quick. Now, I'm sure I'm gonna lose count as I do this, but I'm gonna keep talking. We're gonna get to the point where our legs are starting to feel it. We're getting fatigued. Nothing too crazy. You wanna make sure you're sitting your butt all the way down in your squats. You can just keep the dumbbells at the side or palms facing you up here. This is the position that we're gonna be in next. So let's say we hit about 20 squats, full extension. Make sure you're dropping low. We're gonna stay down now, and the weight's gonna be in our toes, and we're gonna do hoppers. One of my favorite exercises here, great for leg endurance, and we're just gonna bounce. Just gonna bounce on the toes. And again, you can go 30 seconds here, or you can go 20 bounces. You're really gonna feel this, especially after doing your squats. Really gonna target the quads and your legs in general. Your calves will feel it as well, okay? So besides those, the weighted ones, there's a ton of different exercises that you can do. And remember, 50 crunches, 50 sit-ups, bicycle crunches, leg raises, no weights involved, but it's gonna build up the endurance and the core. And we already talked about the core multiple times. You're always using it, whether you're walking down the street or you're trying to sprawl or you're throwing a jab, okay? Always working the core, so make sure you're doing your crunches. And don't forget to sign up for myfightgym.com, links in the description below. Start your MMA training from home. No, it's not a replacement for real MMA training, but it is the ultimate supplement. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this answers any questions you have. If you have any other ones, leave them in the comment section below, and I will get back to you. Until next time, be sure to subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. I'm Shane with Fight Tips. Self-defense for the underdogs.